What's going on, everyone? Welcome, Rabid here, and I have a huge hole where there used to be a rack. And yeah, pretty crazy here, guys. Look at this. I actually got something done. We're not up and running yet, but I got things moved. So we have a hole here. That is awesome. I still have a massive mess. Here's a bunch of my Ethernet cables laying on the ground here. I got some of this stuff moved. I still need to move the epics over. We cannot forget about the epics here, obviously. Rig 5 was hanging out over there. I got him in the other room. Well, it's not the other room. It's actually the garage. So let's teleport over and take a look at what it's looking like inside the garage. Whoa, wrong teleport. This is the old mining bathroom. We don't want to be here. Let's get to where we gotta go. This is my dog. Everyone say hello to my dog, Sasha. What are you doing? You want to be a star, Sasha? You want to be a star? You want to be a star? Huh? You want to be a star? Yeah. The doors are opening. And here we go. All right, let's walk in. So I did do a little wash of the floor. It still doesn't actually look amazing, but it definitely looks a lot better. On camera here, it's not looking 100%, but it's way, way better than what it was. I still have to do the other side, all that stuff over there, but I kind of moved it all over. Did this side, and then eventually I'll kind of move that stuff back over here and finish up that side. But yeah, here we are. This is where things are currently. I got a couple of rigs on the floor, but I got these ones right here on the rack. We got our Ethernet switch right there. I got my PDU right here, and I don't have power ran into the garage yet, but I got a bunch of the stuff. Now, in order to get running, all I really got to do is obviously get the epics in here. I just got to run my power lines to my internet and turn on. That is freaking awesome. Oh yeah, looking pretty sweet. Double rigs stacked up. So what do I got here for rigs right now? 2, 4, 6, 8 rigs right there, which are, I don't know, 7950X3Ds. I think there's two 7900Xs. I need to put those other stands together for these two. These are two 7900Xs. Those are two 7950Xs right here in like the AI PC type of stand. Debating what to do, whether to throw the stackable stands on it or, try some type of AI type of stuff with that will support my internet, which is absolutely slow and horrible, so I can't do much. Not many options out there. And then we got the 5900X, and of course, here's Rig 5, guys. Rig 5, look at him. He has a beast cooler. I blew him out. He's looking like brand freaking new. He's ready to roll. Rig 5 will soon be alive. So it's pretty awesome. We got progress. Now, in my last video where I kind of asked you guys, how to run some stuff, maybe know things, someone said on the far right, everything should be good. Now, I was looking over here and I forgot to mention, it doesn't go straight in, but it goes up. But I do have gas lines on the far right here. So maybe one to the left. So maybe if I run them right through here, then, I might be good. So I might run the power here and then maybe the internet one side beside it, or maybe I'll run the internet beside the gas lines. Like, this doesn't go directly across, as you can kind of see up there. It actually goes up right here and then goes up, and I think there's a gas thing right here and there's one in the very top. But regardless, I have two gas lines right here, so I might go beside it or something over here. And obviously if we get a spark, we don't want it to light one of those. That would be a very bad day. But we shouldn't have any sparks and stuff, right? But, so maybe I'll go right here. Maybe I'll do the internet by the gas line, or maybe, the internet over here somewhere. We'll figure it out. But, yeah, all I got to do is pretty much get that stuff in, and we're good to go. I can start mining again, and it's going to be a lot of fun because I've been sitting back watching things and, not feeling well. Hopefully I start feeling well. I am starting to slowly feel better, but maybe it's placebo in my head. We'll see what happens, but hopefully things work out for the best. These guys, the Epic, Dual Epic 7742, Single Epic 7742. When I did the testing on these, I got to go over and look at the price each because the actual single is better than the Epic. I know I always thought, because you have two of them on the single motherboard, it'd be a better way to go. But it does work out that the first one, the Single Epic, is a bit more efficient for the hash rate you get in the power, and obviously that's what efficiency is, hash rate for the amount of power and everything, more better than the dual. So that's pretty crazy here. So depending on pricing, it might be better off to get a bunch of single epics instead of the dual epics. At the same time, Obviously, this would be a density king. And for the extra, I don't even know how many extra watts it was. I have to re-go through my numbers. It wasn't a huge difference, but, density is, a thing where you have a very few rigs and massive hash rate. But it definitely needs a good blowout here. Someone needs to give this thing, a BJ and get this thing cleaned out here. And then same thing for the other one and that fan. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need it here. Actually, I have a heatsink thing here. I totally forgot about it. Where is that? Oh yeah, this thing. I don't know if it's going to work or if it'll even fit, but I've seen some people use these in the past and stuff in my Discord and CPU mining chat, so I'm going to try it out eventually here and see if it works. Then I might not need that fan, but it's pretty much a big M2 heatsink that hopefully will fit in the middle of the VRMs. If you guys can see, let's kind of get in here. It's kind of difficult. Let me just see here, but like right here. Yeah, right there. We need to get in here. And if we can cool this thing off here, that's what that fan is for, then we don't have to use that fan. And we'll see what happens. So will this work? I don't know. Let me know down in the comment section if that's something you tried already and it worked or not. But some people said they have had success. All right, guys, that pretty much does wrap up this video. Progress has been made. I know I made, gotta get mining videos, a bunch of them on this, procrastination or whatever, however heck you say it, where you take your time and not do everything. You gotta get it done and get mining again. I've made multiple videos on this, but finally, we started moving things and things are getting done. So if I can get some internet in there and possibly power, maybe if I'm lucky by the end of today, I can start mining today, and that'd be freaking awesome because I kind of got an itch. So that's looking pretty wicked here. I do have a new flag coming in, so I can't wait till that show up. I am no longer able to get these ones. I love that flag, but there's a new flag coming in from RX something. I can't remember the name of the website, but when I get it, obviously I will let you guys know. It's a new merch site that does flags and stuff for a whole bunch of crypto miners and stuff. So, Crypty is no longer, but that's pretty sweet. But anyway, guys, things are moving along, looking good. I can't wait to get mining. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I know you guys have been waiting for me to get up and running again. That way I kind of, get on top of all the coins again, but I've been sick and everything. It's been rough, but things are slowly coming together. Love you all. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one. Let's mine away.